understand the difference here? And which the reason why I'm explaining this and explaining myself is for you to accept me. You understand this? I went here to this message for what? So you not to say that I'm a deviant. That's why I'm writing up the end. You understand the culture? I know he says it's the what? No, not that. It's for them to understand and to know why our leader would do such and such a thing. There's a huge difference between the two. You understand the difference or not? A huge difference. And pleasing someone and allowing someone to be at rest. You understand this? And the culture of today is to do what? We demand for you to tell us right now. And you're my Quran teacher. You taught me in Fatiha, right? I didn't know how to recite the Fatiha. Now I'm telling you that you're deviant for doing something. In 10, 20, 30, where is this going to lead? What is this going to be? What type of respect is going to be produced for knowledge in his people? If that's the attitude that the learner has towards his what? His teacher. That's really messed up. The teacher himself saying, listen, I only did this because such and such and such and such. And I know you would think differently. There's a huge difference between the two. Let alone what is the quality of the people. People of knowledge, people of ilm, people of common sense, people of sound minds that you're having a discussion with and explaining things to them, or people that are like sheep and goat that just follow the loudest shepherd with the biggest stick. It's not the same. Everyone understand this? It's not the what? This is not equal to that. Everyone understand this? Moving forward. And know your Ta'ala even says, and for there to be no separation among them. وَرُبَّمَا ظَنُّوا ظَنَّ السَّوْءِ وَاللَّهُ أَعْلَمُ. And maybe they may think bad of him. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. So I said, why don't you just clarify it? Make it clear to the people, Yaqi. The people, they think bad, they're hearing this, they're saying that, and so on and so forth. Maybe that's true. But what happens if I stoop down and kneel down and clarify myself something that I learned and studied to someone who can't even understand it and he's not willing to understand it? And once you say it, we still do what? Hold it against you. The people that said in Medina, Sheikh Fulan said that if this guy, if he takes back his statements, we're going to watch him for 40 years. Wallah, that's what they said in Medina. I was there, I was 18 years old. For 40 years, we're going to watch him. Now in 2018, they say, oh, that's a statement of the Hadiths. Well, back then it was what? What rules are we playing by now? Everyone understand this? When this sheikh was on the scene, that was the manhaj. Now he's out of the way, it's Hadith. Have respect for the people's minds, and do not play with their minds and ridicule them as if they're just stupid and dumb and they'll just accept anything, unless that's a what? Allah Musa. And what your followers are sheep and goat, and they'll just go any way you tell them to go. Everyone understand the difference here? So it's not just black and white as people wanted to make it seem with regards to explaining yourself and clarifying yourself and so on and so forth. Now, everyone understand this or not? Moving forward. Another he didn't say to him, فَلَمَّا قَضَى صَلَاةِ الْفَجْرِ أَقْوَلَ النَّاسِ ثُمَّ تَشَهَدَا إِلَى آخِرِهِ قال في هذه الألفاظ فوائد منها استحباب التشهد في صدر الخطبة والموعظة وفي حديث في سنن أبي داود الخطبة التي ليس فيها تشهد كاليد الجذماء ومن استحباب قوله أما بعد في الخطب وقد جاءت به أحاديث كثيرة في الصحيح مشهورة وقد ذكر البخاري في صحيح باب البداءة في الخطبة أما بعد وذكر فيه جملة من الأحاديث ومنها أن السنة في الخطبة والموعظة استقبال الجماعة ومنها أن يقال جرى الليل كذا وإن كان بعد الصبح وهكذا يقال ليلة إلى زوال الشمس وبعد الزوال يقال ذلها وقد سبقت هذه المسألة في أول الكتاب. And no way he concludes by saying, this shows us the recommendation of making the tashahhud before the khutbah or in the khutbah and in a speech or a reminder that you give. And what's meant by the tashahhud is you praising Allah and bearing witness to Allah's oneness. And not necessarily at-tahiyyatu lillahi salawatu tayyibat. You understand this? So it's from the sunnah to do that. He says, rahimahullah, there's a hadith in the sunnah of Abi Dawood that states the khutbah in which there's no tashahhud. He says, كَالْيَدِ الْجَذْمَةِ. It's like a hand that's like, amputated, cut off. A weak, poor, lame hand is of no strength. Is of no what? If you start off a khutbah without doing that. He then says, and this also shows us the recommendation of saying أَمَّا بَعْدْ when you make a khutbah. And there are many hadith that prove that. Authentic narrations that prove that in Bukhari and other than Bukhari. And Bukhari has a chapter heading in his book that states that. And also goes to show us that it's recommended for a person to face the congregation when he's giving them a speech and when he's giving them an admonition or an admonishment. And we've explained before on HadithDisciple is that this also shows, or some people they extract from this, the permissibility and the recommendation of using social media, of using the video camera and things like this. The Prophet said he turned and he faced the people what? Directly. Were his words not the same if he had his back towards them? Were his words different or the same? Without a question. But he turned towards them to show them his what? Face, proving that seeing and hearing has a what? Higher effect. A stronger impact. Everyone understand this or not? Has a what? Stronger impact. And that's why the Prophet had a what? He spoke on a minbar, a pulpit, a head. When the Prophet made Hajj, he sat upon his what? He was on his what? She came high above the people. Everyone understand this? And there are hadith after hadith about this. So some of the scholars, they say this proves as that a person should do what? Use voice and face. And we explained this before. So there was a man who was in Jordan with Sheikh Albani. They asked him about using the camera for dawah. Sheikh Albani, he said no. He said it shouldn't be done, it should not be used. So the man, he says, well, Sheikh, we live in a country, the Rafidah, the Shia, they have control over the TV. If the Sunni people don't get on the television, the dawah will be lost, and that will become Islam. Sheikh Al-Albani, even though he said it was haram, he said, I do not reject the fact of the power and impact of voice and image. And we live in a time which people today, they say what? That there's no what? They say there's no difference, it doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be on a camera, the voice is good enough. Sheikh Al-Albani, who said it was haram to use the camera, he himself didn't what? Deny the what? I don't understand. Common sense. Some people, they have so much fake piety that they cause them to lose their common sense. And they claim to follow the ulama so much that it caused them to what? Lose their common sense. Al-Albani himself, and he said it was haram, he accepted the what? The reality of the power of the camera. How many years ago was this? How many years ago Sheikh Al-Albani died? Roughly. How long ago was this recorded in his house? 20 years, 25 years, maybe 30 years ago, easily. 20 years for sure. How much has the dunya changed since 1999? Huh? Dawah in America, outside of America, in Saudi Arabia. How much has it changed since 1999? Is it even the same? Social media runs the people's lives today. Everything, wherever you go, is always surrounding a phone. Everything. You get on an airplane, they give you announcements about what? Your phone. You go to airport security. What? Phone. The border patrol, the FBI, the first thing that they want is your what? Is your phone. That's the dunya today. Apps for waking up for fajr, for going to sleep, for working out, for eating, for drinking. Kullu shay is based and surrounded off of social media today. So just stop and think about that now. So Sheikh Rahimahullah, he said that years ago, the effects of it, what would he say, what? Are you understand this concept? We're not here to say that it's halal or haram. We're trying to show you the proper way of what? Using the mind as a weapon for deducing and extracting the rulings of the deen. Everyone clear on this or not? So it says facing the people, and a person should not turn his back towards the people. And we also benefit from this, finding tuning things, al-raqib, al-mukhtar. If you do khutbah, the more eye contact that you make with the people, the more impactful your words will be. And the less eye contact you make with them, and the more you're reading, the more you're looking away or looking down, the less powerful of an impact your words will have. You understand this? The eye contact is like there's nothing. That's why I always say, look at the what? Camera. An amateur speaker versus a professional speaker. The first thing he does, he makes what? Eye contact with the people. So it's a very powerful thing to look at someone instead of just hearing someone's voice. Even though you can benefit as well from hearing someone's voice. We don't deny that. But it isn't the what? It's not the same. Everyone understands this? We have frosted flakes and we have what?
Cornflakes.
Cornflakes. Yes, still, yeah? Are they equal or not? Everyone understand this? The sheer fact of frosting makes it what? Superior. And a child who doesn't need a bowl of cereal may win out what? Cocoa Puffs versus what? Huh? Call
Kicks.
it? Kicks, huh? Well, how can it, huh? And say what? What happened? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala should know his best. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Halal cheeseburger versus what? Fake cheeseburger. It's not the same.